The third kind of chametz that is very common, remember the first kind of chametz is called be'en. It's real, honest-to-goodness, 100% chametz, like most whiskeys. The second kind of chametz is chametz nukshe, which might not even be chametz at all. The third kind of chametz is the most common, and that's called ta'arovet. It's a mixture of real chametz and all sorts of other things. About this kind of chametz, the Shulchan Aruch says in Tov Mem Zayin, chametz bepesach oser ta'aruvaso ben b'mino ben shelo b'mino b'mashahu afilu b'hano. So that those of you who have learned Yoreh De'ah, those of you who intend to learn Yoreh De'ah, know that there are certain special considerations in a ta'arovet. That sometimes the negative element in a mixture just disappears. But it's important to remember on Pesach that the Isser of Chametz was determined by Chachamim to be Mashahu, even the smallest amount. Then the Shulchan Aruch says that on Pesach, the Ta'arovet, Bein B'mino, Bein She'enu Mino, whether it's a Ta'arovet of Chametz and non-Chametz that comes from the same source or the same type, and Shelo B'mino, whether it's Chametz and non-Chametz, is also B'mashahu, V'afilu B'hano, that you're not allowed to get any benefit from this. V'din ta'arovto k'din sha'ar ta'arovot, ela shema she'oseh b'sha'ar ta'arovot pachot mi-shishim oseh b'chametz b'mashahu. So we're much more careful with the ta'arovet of chametz, and we don't let shishim win. We don't let the 60 times as much non-chametz win. And so the general rule is that if you have a mixture of chametz and non-chametz before Pesach, you have cookies or cakes or food products, and the food products have some chametz in them, we assume that should not be used on Pesach, and you should get rid of them. The best way to get rid of them, if you don't want to really get rid of them, which you could do by giving them away to a non-Jew, by burning them on Erev Pesach, is to sell this chametz on Pesach, before Pesach. On Pesach, you have to get rid of it. There's a kula that says, b'mokum hefsed, if you're going to lose a lot of money on Pesach you have to get rid of it, then you could sell it to a non-Jew. This is quoted in the Ramah in the name of the Mordechai. So the general point is that even though ta'arovet chametz you might have thought would have been treated less in a less intense manner than real chametz, and in fact there are certain times when a heter is imaginable, as we said in the name of the Mordechai. Nevertheless, generally we treat ta'arovet chametz like chametz, right? We treat ta'arovet chametz like chametz, and we're not allowed to keep that ta'arovet chametz around on Pesach itself. We have to get rid of it. Before Pesach, we can sell it. We can get rid of it in that way. And if we sell the chametz before Pesach and include the ta'arovet chametz in what we sell, then we have escaped the problem of ta'arovet chametz on Pesach itself.